Yo, what's poppin', everybody? This is another podcast with Aris P. If you enjoy this, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified for other videos like this one. Thanks in advance, I really appreciate it. This time I'm going to talk about the Indiana Pacers New York Knicks game that ended a few minutes ago in Madison Square Garden, downtown Manhattan, New York City, the greatest city on the planet. The final score was 84-92. The New York Knicks got the win. And basically that's what counts because we want to make it to the playoffs and, of course, try to become title contenders. But on the other hand, we know that with this roster, that's not easy. Yeah, we did get the W, but we still need to improve. The Knicks were amazing in the fourth quarter. But let me just take things in order. In the last 5 games, Emmanuel quickly averaged 11.6 points, and he shot at 46%. Red hot, baby. LeVert was creating for the Pacers. His ball handling is amazing. Both teams focused on their interior D, I'd say, in the first quarter. Kemba Walker started off on fire. But I still think the Knicks could have gotten a better starting point guard. Okay, he's from the Bronx. Okay, so what? I'm from Queens. That doesn't mean anything. We got to have different criteria when it comes to players. I'm still going to say that the starting unit was disappointing. Once again, Evan Fournier kept shooting three-pointers. Other than that, okay, he usually does nothing whatsoever. I mean, okay, he reminds me of myself in high school. I mean, I used to shoot threes all the time as well, without playing too much D. R.J. Barrett has been struggling as of late with his long-range shots, particularly in the last 4 games. Let's not lie to ourselves. If you want to become a title contender by any means necessary, you got to get better players, better starters. I don't think this roster is capable of achieving that. Yeah, okay, they'll make it to the first or second round of the playoffs, but nothing more than that. And that's not enough for me, because the last time the Knicks were champs was back in 1970 and 1973. Not even I was born back then, you know what I'm saying? Once IQ gets into the game, I mean, we change gears, like a new level, like a new pace. We play faster basketball. And, of course, along with Obi Toppin and Derrick Rose. Both the Pacers and the Knicks were missing a lot of shots tonight. So we had a low score. Yeah, 80s or 90s style. At the end of the first quarter, it was 20-16. The Pacers were ahead, from what I can recall. The Knicks went 1 for 10 from beyond the arc, thanks to quickly scoring a three-pointer finally, and then 2 for 11 because he scored another one. Yeah, he knocked it down. The backcourt was doing it again. They were contributing much more than the starters. Derrick Rose is brilliant, crafty. Those alley-oops for Obi Toppin, amazing. The bench gave the pace we needed, and that's something that Julius Randle just cannot offer. I mean, he's not a fast player. That's why I believe he's not an alpha dog. You got to have 1 or 2 superstars and Randle along with them. Mitchell Robinson was doing well with his exceptional post defense while he played. Yeah, he had a few blocks. He's a good rim protector. But he's injury prone, so they still haven't decided what they're going to do with his contract, if they're going to renew it or not. Miles Turner of the Indiana Pacers is the league's leading blocker. Oh, and Walker, Kemba Walker, he's a 6-footer. I think he's too short for modern-day basketball. I think it's a disadvantage. Rebounding, defense, everything. But Kemba was good at scoring again tonight, I must say. At halftime, the score was 49-48. The Pacers were one point ahead. With both teams, of course, struggling, especially from beyond the arc. The Pacers came out of the locker room determined in the third quarter. I've noticed that this year, referees are allowing more of a physical game, like physical contact. They don't blow that whistle easily. So the Knicks had another bad third quarter. Yeah, it was a disaster again. Indiana was on a 13-0 run. The Knicks needed more ball movement, I'd say. Imagine the Knicks had their third free throw attempt around 6 minutes before the end of the third quarter. Malcolm Brogdon was great. He was doing amazing. I mean, he was scoring all the time. R.J. Barrett finally knocked down some threes. Turner blocked R.J. Yeah, Turner has 3.4 blocks per game. It's a specialty. On the other hand, Julius Randle averages 3 turnovers per game. And he committed a few tonight. Luckily, the Knicks bounced back, and they cut the point differential to 5. It was 74-69 at the end of the third quarter. Tom Thibodeau's challenge was successful at some point after the refs gave a foul on Derrick Rose, which was unfair, of course. The veteran Taj Gibson was trying hard, as usual, but you could see, it was obvious that he wasn't 100% ready tonight. I'd say that the shot selection by both teams was mostly poor tonight. Alec Burks helped us as well with his threes. We can't complain about the backcourt. Actually, they're dope, I'd say. But on the contrary, the starters, they got to start thinking of who they're going to trade out. I personally would start with the Frenchman. But, that's me. The Knicks are 23rd in the NBA at free throws, and we all know how important they are. And, of course, in the end, Derrick Rose and Emmanuel Quickley hit important buckets. That's all, folks. Thanks for listening. I'm out. Peace.